Chapter 10. The Cost of Standing. Nyra pulled against the restraints again. The metal bit into her wrists as she twisted, breath hitching, muscles burning. She tried shifting her weight, tried rocking the chair, tried forcing her hands into angles that made no sense, but the bindings did not yield. They never did. Her breathing grew uneven. Panic pressed closer now, no longer held back by reason or resolve. Her ears flattened against her head as tears blurred her vision. "I can't," she whispered, voice breaking. "Please." The words dissolved into a quiet sob. "Nyra," a voice said softly. "Be quiet." Nyra froze. Her heart stuttered. The voice was low, controlled, and unmistakable. "Selora?" Nyra breathed. A shadow moved near the wall. A familiar figure stepped into the edge of the dim light, her green and white fur dulled by grime, her uniform scratched and torn. Selora's eyes were sharp, focused. "I'm here," Selora said. "Stay still." She knelt beside the chair and pulled a compact tool from her belt. A thin beam of light flickered to life with a soft hum. A laser cutter. Nyra bit down on a sob as Selora worked quickly, the restraints glowing briefly before giving way with a dull clink. The moment Nyra was free, she collapsed forward into Selora's arms. Nyra clutched her tightly, shaking, trying to breathe, trying to anchor herself to something real. Selora held her just as firmly. "It's okay," Selora murmured. "You're safe. I've got you." Nyra nodded against her shoulder, tears soaking into the fabric. I'm okay," she managed. Did he hurt you anywhere?" Selora pulled back just enough to look at her. "No," Nyra said quickly, wiping her face. "He just wanted to talk to me." A slow clap echoed through the hall. "And what a good conversation it was," a voice said smoothly, "until you interfered." Sid stepped into the light. Selora moved instantly, shoving Nyra behind her and drawing her weapon. So did Sid. The shot rang out before Nyra could scream. Selora staggered as the energy bolt struck her center mass, her weapon clattering to the floor as she fell hard onto the concrete. "Selora!" Nyra cried. Sid lowered his gun slightly, unimpressed. "Weak," he said coldly. "A stupid dog serving a government too afraid to rule." Selora lay on her side, blood spreading beneath her, her breathing shallow but defiant. She tried to push herself up and failed. Sid took a step toward her. Nyra's vision tunneled. "No." She lunged forward, grabbing Selora's fallen weapon with shaking hands and turning it toward Sid. She fired, wildly, desperately. The shots lit the hall in quick flashes. Sid moved fast, too fast, dodging most of the bolts with practiced ease. A few struck him, but they sparked harmlessly against his armor. He laughed. "I did not expect you to be able to shoot a gun like that," he said, genuinely amused. Then he was on her. Nyra barely had time to react before his fist connected with her face. Pain exploded through her skull. She hit the floor hard, the weapon skidding out of reach. Her nose burned. Blood filled her mouth. Sid stood over her, looming. "You should have joined me, Nyra," he said, voice calm. "You could have mattered." He lifted his foot and brought it down on her arm. The sound was sharp, final. Nyra screamed. Agony tore through her as her arm gave way beneath the force, pain so intense it stole her breath. She curled inward, sobbing, clutching uselessly at herself. Through blurred vision, she saw Selora, still alive, barely, lying a few meters away, blood pooling beneath her, eyes struggling to stay open. Nyra cried out, her voice breaking completely. "I don't want to die like this," she whispered. "Please." Sid looked at her for a long moment. Then he turned away. "Live," he said simply. "Remember." He walked past Selora without another glance, past Nyra without hesitation, and disappeared into the shadows as calmly as he had arrived. The hall fell silent again. Nyra lay on the cold floor, broken and shaking, tears streaming freely now, not from fear alone, but from grief, from helplessness, from the unbearable weight of survival. She crawled toward Selora, dragging her injured body inch by inch, whispering her name over and over like a promise she refused to let go of. Help had to come. It had to. Because cruelty had taken enough tonight, and Nyra would not let it take everything.